We at Catnapper want to take this opportunity to wish you a happy holiday season. I know the Christmas and Hanukkah season has been good to all of you, and we are now coming to the close in 1992. 1993 at Catnapper is going to be a banner year. And we've taken some time to analyze what has happened over 92. And we have made strides and accomplishments. The most important thing was that we listened to you fellas, and at the focus group, you asked for more videos for training. You asked for more promotions. You asked us to design things that have functions but not a lot of gimmickry. And I think after the October market, we delivered a lot of the things that you asked for. Come 1993, we're going to deliver even more. We're going to ask for it to be both ways. We're going to give, we're going to ask you to deliver. We're going to deliver, you're going to ask us to give. And as long as we work together as a team, we can make it happen. Where we are right now is in the Atlanta showroom. And because of the fact that you asked for a training film, Chuck, Don, Jimmy, and myself have taken the opportunity to set the showroom up, and we are going to go through and talk to you just as we did at the October market. This will give you an opportunity throughout the year to pick up on the buzzwords, to pick up on the product, little intricacies, and then you can translate this onto your dealer. You know about selectables, you'll be able to see it. Pick up the little things like the magazine pouch, etc. You know about Color Express. We've also brought in some new mechanisms. These are the things that we are going to show you on this tape that you will be able to review time and time again. In the meantime, I just want to say, I want to thank you for a great 1992. We know we're on the right track. You know you're on the right track. You've got two strong factories. You've got a recliner factory that is second to none with product and delivery, and also the Color Express. You've got a motion factory that is giving you the product. And we have, at this point, testimony from dealers on the field that Color Express is just doing great, and the motion upholstery is doing phenomenal off the retail floor. As we go through the showroom, we will be commenting and giving you examples from dealers who are turning the goods. Right now, I want to take this opportunity again to wish you and your family, from all of us here, a great 1993. Thank you.
At Catnapper, we have registered the logo, "It's all in the name." Webster defines a catnap as a period of rest or sleep brought on by complete relaxation and comfort. Here are some features in the Catnappers that we'll show you today that make them sit more comfortably and should hopefully make your selling job much easier. All Catnapper handle-activated recliners feature a full linkage mechanism. This feature allows the chair to be opened by the touch of one finger. When pulled to the upright noon position, the chair continues to open on its own because of being balanced, and the weight of the user allows the chair to open. From TV to full recline, the body may be leaned back and be stopped at an infinite number of positions on the way back and up. So this truly is an infinite position recliner. All Catnapper handle-activated chairs feature the all-linkage mechanism. The chair may be closed by returning to the handle, as much of our competition is, or may be closed with the touch of one foot with slight heel pressure and be closed that way. So we offer both means of activation of opening and both means of closing, either by the handle or by foot pressure. Secondly, all Catnapper handle chairs feature seat foam of 1.8 density. This foam is affixed atop Morley Spring seating, which is a patented no-sag spring unit. The foam and spring combination allows the Catnapper chair to have a very deep ride in the spring seating and extreme seat comfort. All of of the mechanisms are mounted under the seat box frame. This allows a full 5 inches of foam to be in the seat of the chair. Much of our competition, because they mount their hardware on top of the seat box, they're restricted and can only put a 2 to 3 inch thick seat foam in the product. When the chair is activated to TV, you'll notice that the seat does not move forward, as many of the ratchet type products in the market do. These chairs, when reclined back, have a tendency to pull the shirt tail out of the user and to have the seat come forward and the back backward. It's much like being on the proverbial rack system. Fellas, this is the super sagless rocker hardware mechanism that is in the chair that Jim just demonstrated for you. This mechanism is made of 8-gauge steel. We purchased this from Super Sagless, who, as you know, is the biggest manufacturer of mechanisms in the world. And I want to show you a few features of this specific hardware. Number one, you'll notice this bar, which runs from the handle, a direct bar, all the way through one side of the hardware to the other. This steel bar right here is the direct drive feature of the mechanism. Both sides of the hardware are driven directly from the handle. Now, what does this mean? This means that over a period of years, both sides of the hardware come out together, and they both close together, and you have far less danger of any kind of twisting or torquing of the mechanism, which obviously shortens the life in the home. Secondly, when the hardware is closed, there is a double lock feature on both sides of the mechanism, not just one side like much of our competition. You can see here the locks on this side and locks on that side. Double locking, again, holding both sides in, driving both sides out. This is a far superior mechanism than we have had in the past, and far superior to most in the field. This hardware will be shipped in all of your handle rockers beginning 1993. You'll also notice when the chair is activated, there are rollers or rocker blocks on each side of the hardware. As the mechanism comes out, and you're looking at the rear of the mechanism here, both of these sets of landing gear, if you will, come down on the base. This provides a very stable landing when the chair is in the open position. Many of your competitors have one gear in the center, and when the chair opens out, it sits down, and you can get much side-to-side play out of their hardware. The Super Sagless hardware, you have the firmly placed on a foundation on both sides. Now, all of the points of the mechanism, all of the pivot points, they have a Delron bushing, or a lifetime bushing, as the Super Sagless registers the name. So you get a noiseless operation, and you do not ever have the wear of metal against metal. This Delron bushing has been tested to hold up with as much as 20 years of use. Also, again, now we're looking at the front of the chair, you'll notice that for safety, the linkage in the front ottoman does not have a pinch point. I can close it here, keeping my fingers in here, opening and closing, and there are no pinch points for children to get their hands in. It's a very, very safe mechanism, in addition to being a very durable mechanism. Again, the mechanism, the hardware is guaranteed for life on the handle activated chairs, either a regular handle rocker or a handle rocker chaise. The hardware, of course, all our rockers, is available on a swivel base, so we offer the same mechanism as a swivel or as a straight rocker. Jim is sitting in the new Catnapper inch-away recliner. This recliner mechanism has been improved. It is a better product than any you've had in the past. The chair literally can be placed against the wall and operate the full recline with a 34-inch back. Again, featuring one finger operation as Jim eases back to full recline. Now, fellas, I said 34 inches can actually be placed against the wall. For any inch higher back, it takes an additional ½ inch to clear the wall. So a 36-inch high back chair can be placed 1 inch from the wall and be activated to full recline. We have registered the name Inch Away to take care of this problem so that the chair literally inches away from the wall as it goes to full TV activation. You'll notice when fully reclined, the chair goes to a full 146-degree layout. Fellas, one of your major competitors who sells probably more wall huggers than anyone in the country, they only go back to 125-degree layout. Please demonstrate this to your people on your floors because you get much more comfort in the layout position. Jim is now seated in the Catnapper swivel glider. Our glider swivels to a full 360 degrees. The new glider hardware has the addition of ball bearings at the glide points for a very non-restricted glide, very easy to operate hardware. You'll notice when the difference between a glider and a rocker is that in the glider your feet remain on the floor when you glide front to back, and you get a much more stable feeling than you do on the rocker. Many customers, especially women, prefer the glide mechanism to the rocker. You'll know Catnapper is only one of few manufacturers in the country that even offer a glider. Most of our major competitors do not even have the mechanism. Again, the fingertip operation of the hardware that is so special to us, just slight fingertip, high noon, it opens. To full recline, Jim can stop in an infinite number of positions, a true infinite position. The hardware here in the swivel glider, as well as the hardware with the Inch Away, both now have the double drive, direct drive system. They both have the double lock system, just as we reviewed on the rocker hardware, except for the differences that they don't have the rocker blocks and the rocker base. We have spent a lot of time in engineering rooms and spent more money with Super Sagless on improving these products, but have felt that this was necessary to give your customer and our customer a better product, and have chosen to take no price increase on these sets of hardware. Your Catnapper Comfort Massage category is off and running now, and as you know, it is divided into two separate levels of comfort. The first we'll look at today is the dual massage category. The chair that Jim is seated in, we all know and love, is the 339DM. Jim is holding the motor, which is featured in the dual massage and the tranquil ease categories. This motor is comprised of a flat U-shaped steel tension bar that vibrates at the rate of 60 cycles per second as the electrical impulses run through the large centrally located magnet. The principle here has been used for over 35 years and has proven to be so serviceable that we feel like it's basically the epitome of zero defects. There are no moving parts in the motor, nothing to squeak, and really nothing to wear out. In direct opposition to this motor, most of our competition using the Relaxor system uses a small rotary motor which features an offset weight that causes the vibration, and these motors have proven to be to wear out very quickly, to be not very serviceable in the field, and very hard if there is a problem to replace. The motor Jim's holding floats on the springs in the seat and in the back, and is very easy to replace if there should be a problem. But again, for over 35 years, this system has been in effect, and basically there are no problems. You'll notice as Jim reaches into the side of the chair, all of the comfort massage chairs feature the expandable pocket, and he has just pulled out the hand wand for the dual massage. 2 buttons are featured here where you can turn on the back with one button, you can turn on the seat with the other, or you can turn on both. You can specify your level of comfort that you desire. Now, the deep relaxation here, the inventor says that the consumer needs to stay in the chair for approximately 5 to 10 minutes to get the true feel of it. The system plugs directly into the wall, and coming up through the hand wand, you only have 9 volts of power through the hand wand. So that's no more voltage than you have in a child's toy. So it is not dangerous if there should be some accident with the hand wand. The chair Jim is in is a 2-way rester, and in the dual massage category we feature 7 different styles. Beginning with the 2-way, we have 2 styles that retail for $249 to $279. We ease into a 3-way mechanism with total infinite positions with the chaise pad. We come into the handle rocker mechanisms, again with the pockets for the hand wand storage, to retail at $399. And we finish off with a great leather chair at $499 retail with the dual massage. The second category in Catnapper Comfort Massage is the Tranquil Ease Stress Reduction System. This is a series of 3 motors in the seat, back, and the ottoman. We feature here 4 different styles as Chuck pans around the room. The styles start out at $499 retail and end at $549 to $599. The chair Jim is seated in features the hand wand in a storage arm and also storage in the other arm. As Jim removes the hand wand, you'll notice that by his own personal selection, he can pick the speed of the wave motion that goes from back seat to ottoman and flows back to seat and back. And he also can pick the intensity of the wave. In case of a specific area of the body that he wants to centralize on, it can be paused and settle in on the back or on the seat or on the ottoman. So you have total control over the type of relaxation that you want by changing the intensity of the motors and also the speed of the wave. In the other arm, we have a storage cavity which you can place magazines, papers, portable phones, VCR controls, anything to make you comfortable. Gentlemen, the Catnapper Comfort Massage category, as most of you know, is retailing extremely well off your dealer's floors. We've had great success stories on the 2-way dual massage that has been run as a early bird special, where accounts have sold 60 and 70 on a weekend with the 339 DM. We've had tremendous success stories here of your 4527 with your double storage and your Tranquil Ease system, where accounts have sold up to 50, 60 in a week. Guys, most of you understand and realize how special that this category is at this particular time. The consumer is into cocooning in their own home. They're building home entertainment centers, and the time is now for these to retail off the floor. Please get on the bandwagon and sell these. Put money in your own pocket and do yourself, your family, and your dealer a favor by placing these on the floor. One thing I would like to point out, the timer, there's a timer that has been added to the Tranquil Ease hand wand. And in case of someone falling asleep or answering the phone and leaving the chair unattended, In 15 minutes, the unit itself will shut itself off. So in an instance where the user is in the chair and 15 minutes comes about, the system will shut down. They merely take it, they turn it to the off position, and immediately back on to the on position, and it continues to run. The timer is there as a safety feature, but just in case you're asked about it, it is in all of the Tranquilise wave system hand wands. Sell this category, guys, and sell it hard, because this puts money in your pocket, and believe me, these chairs are retailing off the floor. You have a great opportunity, and the time to sell the chairs now. The next category we'll talk about is the leather touch category of Catnapper. Fellas, as you know, we use Lackawanna's top grain product in conjunction with a vinyl match, and we have been so pleased with the matching situation that they've been able to offer us. You'll see on the wall here that we feature 9 different colorations in the top grain Lackawanna leather. Our product line in recliners for leather touch is an extreme value in the marketplace today. You'll notice that we start over here with a chair that could retail at $3.99, featured in the black coloration. We come to 2 styles here, little larger chairs that we have that can retail at $4.99. And we come and we have the absolutely best assortment of $5.99 leather chairs in the marketplace, with your triple back chaise, with your large scale chair here with the triple back and the double padded arm. And what can we say about the best-selling chair in the Catnapper line in velvet? Also your best-selling leather chair here on your 4403. Tremendous chaise pad full T cushion at a $5.99 retail. This chair sings. Fellas, what we need to do is to capitalize on this value we have. And please, put money in your pocket. Again, we say that. Do your dealers a favor. Again, we say that. But set up the ads that your dealer can run on the Leather Touch program. From $3.99 to $4.99 to $5.99 retail, the Catnapper Leather Touch program will sell off the floor for your customer and put money in your pocket. The next category of Catnapper recliners we'll discuss is the rattan and wood category. Some of you in the coastal areas and down Florida way are doing a tremendous job with the rattan. Well, we want to pay special attention today with the 3 finishes. We have the rich pecan finish, which is done extremely well, especially in natural covers like we have shown here. We have the whitewash or patina finish on the arm, which is a very exciting finish, and we've worked hard on this to match up with many of the case good items that are out in the field today. And then we have the natural finish shown there with the blue cover. All of these chairs are retailing very well where placed, and maybe need to be shown a little bit more when you get away from the coast, because there's a lot of rattan business being done in the marketplace today. The chair that Jim is sitting in, the wood arm chair, has absolutely flown at retail. You'll notice it has a chaise pad as Jim goes to TV position, and also with the Morley Spring seating, has an extremely comfortable seat. Yet because of the open arm airiness of the silhouette, many women love the chair to go in the home, but yet there's ample seating and comfort for Papa. The oak trim as well as the whitewash have retailed very, very well off the floor, guys, and I think you really need to pay particular attention to these chairs, because they are great retailing chairs at $3.99, $4.49 retail. Treat this as a separate category. Please pull this out of your bag. You're doing your dealer a favor here, because these chairs are very comfortable and are selling very well off the retail floor. The next category we're discussing here is a Catnapper Custom Moves classification. This category is the bread and butter of our business. This category is where the majority of the chairs here are advertised throughout the country. As you know, you and your dealer can select from a wide variety of styles, traditional, transitional, contemporary, from regular handle-activated chairs to big chaise pad chairs, T-cushion chairs, and make your selection whether you want the chair to be an inch away, whether you want the chair to be a rocker, a swivel rocker, or perhaps a swivel glider. You and your dealer can make your custom choice of the hardware that you want to select for their floor, and the chair will be exactly the same size, the same seat height, the same carcass, no matter which function you choose to put in it. Fellas, sell this concept. Most of our competition, the wall hugger is one height, the swivel rocker is another height. The chairs, when you go from one hardware to the next, do not match one another. They are truly not even companion chairs. Sell your custom moves program and sell it hard. You'll notice the ads we have featured here. From your sales aids department, we have a wide variety of ads that you can have for the selection of hardware of your choice. Review the covers, review the styles, and make the custom choice that your dealer wants. Put these in the paper in your market area, guys, and you've got a good return on your money for your dealer and yourself.
Fellas, the last category doesn't have much introduction needed, and that is Color Express. We introduced Color Express about a year ago, and we made some promises and commitments, and that was that we would institute the program, we would make the concept work, and we would keep it intact for a year without doing any changes. We have lived up to that promise. And the nice thing about the program is that the dealers are beginning to realize how important it is for a warehouse program, and how important it is for quick delivery, and how important it is for point of placement material for special orders. We have heard over the past 30 to 45 days that dealers who were skeptical are saying, your program works. In addition to that, and pay close attention to this, competition is going crazy trying to figure out how to meet our Color Express program. Now what's happening? We are first on the block. We are first with Color Express. Competition is trying to catch up to us. They're going to go out there and they're going to say anything and everything to keep a dealer from putting in the Catnapper Color Express. And you make a mistake if you let them get away with it. Now this Color Express program is the strongest thing with 56 SKUs, and we're warehousing 3 to 4 to 5 to 6,000 chairs at a given time. You show me another manufacturer in this industry today who can say that they have 4 to 5 to 6,000 chairs for immediate delivery, who have a point of placement spinner rack like this, who give a catalog and code the product and then have a telemarketing representative. If you sit back and think that Color Express is placed and you have nothing more to do, you're going to lose. Because Jim and I and Don and Chuck are hearing more and more about dealers saying, boy, so-and-so is talking about doing a Color Express kind of version of it. And then we hear mass merchants say, you know, there's no one who can touch your warehouse program, your Color Express program. Now, there are going to be people out there looking to do it. And I'm telling you that they're going to be looking to do it. And if you let them on your floors, you miss. The thing we have to do is stay in front. Now, we are going to slowly, by April, decide where we're going to be with the revamped Color Express, which is due in April. In addition to that, you know that the dealers have been mailed to them ads on Color Express. There are 4 to 5 to 6 different ads. We will constantly be giving them ads. You, the salesman, need to get the dealers to run the Color Express. The most impressive ad is that train shot of the chairs. And if you talk to your dealers and show him what he can do and the price points of Color Express, from $199 up to $399 to $449, and immediate delivery. If he oversells, he can get the oversells in a matter of days or a week. Don't pass it up. Now, do I have to show you the chairs? No. You know what they are, but the most important thing I'm telling you is don't let your competition on the floor, because Color Express is good, and if you don't sell it, somebody is going to sell it and you're going to miss. And Catnapper is first, and we're going to stay first. And that's the way it is. What's next? Plan 4, motion upholstery. When we left the October market, we had one of the strongest introductions in motion upholstery, I think, in many, many years. We came out with the 136, the 137, the 138, the 139, the 704, et cetera, et cetera. Dealers were just absolutely awed at what we did. You salespeople were awed at what we did. Now, many times you lose sight after you leave a market as to what's happening. Where is Catnapper going? Think about this a minute. You've got a recliner factory and you've got a motion factory. That's two separate lines. Sometimes salespeople get a little sidetracked. They think, well, I need to pick up a little lamp line, I need to pick up a little picture line to supplement my income. But you're making a mistake, because you have two of the strongest lines in the industry. And right now, with Color Express going as strong as it is, and the other categories selling, and the motion upholstery factory clicking along the way it is, with the selectables and the pull-out seat storage, gentlemen, you have a line that is second to none. And right now, we're going to go through and we're going to show you the best-selling items from the April market that have come on so strong that dealers are calling us saying, my God, I can't believe I sold 24 this weekend. Chuck was out just the other day, and he came back with stories that are absolutely awesome at the retailability of the motion upholstery. And you've heard Don and myself and Jim and Chuck say that if you're not placing it, you're missing the ball game, and you're taking money out of your pocket, and you're not doing your dealer justice. If you think that you can sell recliners and pass up on motion, you're making a mistake. Or if you think you can sell motion and not recliners, you're making a mistake, because right now, both lines are equally as strong. And as we go through, we're going to point out some of the buzzwords that will help you sell the motion upholstery. And the one thing I can tell you is that when it's on the floor, it retails. And by the way, the color packs are absolutely doing a strong job on the dealer's floor. We listen to you, we've got them out, and dealers are now saying, wow, Chuck just went up to a dealer the other day. That morning, because of the color pack, they sold two 130 groups. That's where it's at, fellas. We're going to give you the tools, you give us the orders. It's easy. Now let's go on and see what this product is all about, because this is what makes money for all of us. Fellas, before I turn the meeting over to Don, I just want to talk about the 130 group. If you remember, we brought this out in April, and it did okay. And then we took it back to the factory and made some changes. And we promised you that we would not bring a group to the market unless it was perfect. Well, since then, the 130 has become our #1 selling group. I mean, dealers are calling in, ordering truckloads. We've got Bacons on it, we've got Lions, Roots, Sofa Express, Sofa Connection, Haverty's. I mean, the list goes on and on. Muds, Cullivers. The nice part about it is that everyone who puts it on the floor, it just checks off. Now, what makes that happen is a couple of things. A, the comfort on this group is second to none. But when you pitch the group, the concept we have is we do a motion sofa, we do a motion love seat, we do a stationary love seat. And then you can sell the sofa with motion, both ends. Now, here's the key, and you all know this, but when you're reclining and your mate is sitting in the other recliner, this seat becomes useless, so to speak. Who is going to sit between you while you're watching TV? So what we elected to do was functions that make sense, not gimmicks with lights coming over the top or things of that nature, functional gimmicks. And that is a pull-down table with storage that you can put your TV control or playing cards or things of that nature. In addition to that, we did a nice finish back here, a magazine pouch, which many of your competition does not do. In addition to that, if you had the opportunity to look back here, you'll see that the mechanism is covered, plus there are no pinch points, so that no one is going to lose a finger. This is important. If you look at competition on the floor, this is exposed, this is unfinished, and a key here, we have stops so that if you go to get up and you have a cocktail in the holder, it's not going to go dumped all over the floor. Many of your tables come out and they sit on the cushion. When you press, they go down into the cushion. This has stops. It cannot go any further than this. Now, when you pitch the group, the most important thing to realize is that you are giving the dealer a sofa with motion both ends and a love seat. You can do the sofa with motion both ends, stationary love seat, and the matching rocker recliner that a dealer can sell for $14.99 with a free recliner, $15.99 depending on the mark. But the nice thing about it is when he advertises, he's advertising a full recline sofa with a free recliner, and then he gives as a bonus a drop-down table, which makes a lot of sense. Now, what do we do in addition to this? We introduced a sectional, which we'll set up and show you that in a moment, and then I'm going to turn it over to Don. But the nice thing about it is we put the selectable table in not only the sofa, we put it in the sectionals. We have now offered the selectable table in every sofa in the line since the April market. Now, what does that do? It tells you that Catnapper is dedicated to functions with practicality, not functions for strictly gimmicks. Plus, we've done excellent seating with the 1.8 foam. We have also taken a full recline and done it with a mechanism which we call pivot over the arm, so that when you recline, the back breaks away. Don's going to get into the technical part of this, but I just want you to know that the 130 group, this group right here, should be on every dealer's floor in your territory. And the best-selling fabric is 1726-43. As you see it, Monterey blue. Now, many people think, well, I can't sell it here, I can't sell it there. Gentlemen, don't miss a bet on this. And when you see the sectional, which we'll get into with the 2 drop-down tables and the sleeper option, this is a complete group. Number 1 in the line, if you don't have it placed, you're not number 1 on the line. And I'm telling you, this is where it's at.
As Bob has mentioned, the 130 group is the best-selling group in the Catnapper living room line, and here we're seated on the sectional that matches the 130. We have it featured here with a recliner in each end, and also the 2 selectable options. The sectional is available with 2-piece sectional is available with a recliner in each end. It's available with a selectable option and a recliner in each end, or as an innerspring sleeper on the right side. We have had the most success selling it in the configuration as shown in the timber ridge cover as you see it here. When you feature the 2 drop-down tables with the 2 storage areas, with the 2 magazine pouches and 4 cup holders, you have an extremely strong value. And again, the number 1 selling ad concept is to feature the sectional and run it at $14.99, 2 recliners or 2 tables, get the recliner absolutely free. The concept of the free recliner is still, by far, gentlemen, the number 1 ad that will bring the consumers in your retailer store. Now, let me just talk a minute about the overall category of the living room utilizing the super sagless pivot over the arm mechanism that we have featured here. Number one, there is an added feature to the mechanism that is a press back feature, that if someone does not want to activate the ottoman, that they can merely lean back and by pressing back on the arms or with their back, and they have a feature here that's exclusive to the super sagless mechanism that we have. Secondly, we have no long handle, no bulging, bulky handle on the side. We have the lever that you see here, and we've installed it in a little bit different fashion than most of our competition. Whereas many competitors install it where you have to pull strictly from the wrist, front to back, we have it in an up and down fashion that you have your whole arm strength to pull it up. Just a little flick of the lever and the ottoman comes out. Again, these are gravity maintained mechanisms that with your counterbalance with your weight, they feature effortless open simply by pulling of the lever. Then when you recline all the way back, another exclusive feature here is 130 degrees of layout. This is the most layout of any reclining sofa or sectional on the market today. Featured in the super sagless here, you have true full reclining comfort in the sectional or in the sofa. Also, as most of you know, that these sofas, love seats, and sectionals are made with sofa frames. These are not bolted together items. These are side-to-side wood frames that are on legs. This is living room furniture on legs like fine sofas, not bolted together, not clipped together, not on some metal base that will rack and twist, not some on some plywood base. These are kiln-dried hardwood frames on legs. You couple all of these quality features with the selectable option, with the arm caps included, and don't forget the option of the color pack, in which actually on the retail floor your dealer can offer a package to the customer. We feel like that the Catnapper motion living room category is by far the strongest in the country today. Also, one thing, on your two-piece sectionals, we have included, at your request, a metal U-bolt that clamps the two together. Many of you had asked that when these are put on hardwood floors, marble floors, instead of getting any movement between the two pieces, for us to come up with some sort of a connector. This is now shipping and included with every sectional that goes out. Sell the concept, sell the advertising package, your choice, two-piece sectional, 2 recliners, 2 tables, or 2 reclining sofa, love seat package, but get the recliner free. At $14.99, it is the hottest promotion that your dealer can run today. Okay, fellas, your next group over here we're showing is the 131 collection. We know the 130 is a fantastic texture group, both sectional and sofa love, and here you have your velvet application. Shown here in Evermore, this is a great retailing frame. We're showing the sofa with the 2 recliners and the drop table, stationary love, matching recliner. Again, we know the best-selling ad is the free recliner concept. But with the shearing in this frame that we have, this is a fabulous frame, either in velvet, in the prefix vinyl, in the faux leathers, like your gazelle and your poly suede, your choice of velvets. This is a fabulous frame, extremely comfortable back, and with the shearing, really a sharp velvet application. We go over here on the sectional. We have the gazelle, the Guilford product made up on the sectional. And Jim is going to show you the sectional.
Guys, same concept here as you saw in the 130 group. Here we have the 131 shown in Gazelle, which is the lined version of Antelope. Retails extremely well in the marketplace. Here again, the shearing effect shows up quite nicely with Gazelle and other velvet textures, or velvet applications, I'm sorry. We're shown here with the same configuration with 2 reclining pieces left and right, 2 selectable options, Also available with the sleeper option on the right arm facing. Extremely good selling silhouette here. Sell it with confidence. Terrific frame and velvets. Thank you.
Fellas, as I told you at the October market, leather is a very saleable item. We showed it to you on the chairs. However, we're really not doing the job on the leather sofa, love seat recliner, and sectional as we should. This is the 431 group. Now, the way this is priced, a dealer can sell this at $10.99 with 2 reclining ends, and again, the selectable drop-down table with storage. You have the stationary or motion love seat and the matching recliner, plus you have the sectional coming off this group with the 2 selectable drop-down tables, or the option of the twin sleeper on one side with a selectable on the left-facing side. Gentlemen, you have the opportunity in leather, 9 different colors, all of the options as far as full recline sofa, selectable, stationary love, matching recliner. Place your leather, get your turns.
Okay, the next group we're looking at here, this is the sectional off of your 141 group. You know, at market, we had the triple back 141 sofa love, and you guys have sold it extremely well. It's been a good distribution group in areas where you have the 130 placed. It's sold on its own. It's done very, very well. This cover we had shown on the 685 at market, and basically it got lost because we were showing it on an older group. You'll be receiving a photograph on this shown just as is. This Grand Rapids by Quaker on the triple back here is an exceptional look. The frame that you see here, of course, we have the reclining end, we have the selectable option here, but we wanted to demonstrate a sleeper for you because most of the things we've looked at have had the recliner in each end. So on your right side facing, you have the sleeper unit, which our sleeper unit comes with a locking feature that clicks shut when closed, thus holding the inner spring mattress down into the cavity so you get a nice flat surface to place your pillow cushions on. You'll notice that the deck is elasticized and it features helical springs to give you a very nice seating piece for a sleeper. So when you add the 6-inch foam cushions, which as you know are Dacron wrapped, you get a very nice ride because of the decking and a very comfortable seat. Sell this group and sell it hard. You're doing a great job with the sofa love. The sectional should come right on in there and sell this package. And again, sofa love, 2-piece sectional, get the recliner free.
Fellas, one of the most come-along groups, one of the strongest groups that are coming on since July market is the 136. Now what we did here, we did a traditional look with the 4-way matched plaid in the chenille. This is Perth, pattern 2113. Now the strongest color is the Wedgwood blue. However, we make available in the color pack the other colors, which are your green and your beige. However, as shown, this group has proved to be one of the strongest groups in the field today. I'll find it in a minute. There it is, the green. But most important is that many of your competition will not do the line match the way we have. They're not going to take the time to do a 4-way match. And also with the lined skirts, a lot of people don't line the skirts and match it. We have taken the time to do all of this. The important thing again is that we carried selectables into the full reclining sofa, utilizing that same selectable drop-down table. Again, we make the love seat available as a motion or stationary. The other thing we did on this group, we made a matching chair, not a matching recliner, a matching chair. I'm going to turn it around. We have it on a swivel. Again, we offer the options of the glider, the rocker, etc. But this is a matching chair right off the sofa with the same arm. And again, we're doing it in the chenille matching solid color. The 136 group, as shown with motion and the selectable table, the stationary love, and the matching chair that happens to recline is excellent value. Again, you can do the 3 pieces with the free recliner. All right. Fellas, the next group is the 138 group. Now, this was a takeoff or the result of the success we had at the 136 when we brought out in July. Many of the dealers were so impressed with the 136, they said you need a wood trim group. So we went back to the drawing boards and came up with the 138, which is basically the same frame as the 136. We eliminated the skirt, we changed the wing, and we put on the solid oak wood trim. Notice the finish, which matches many of the tables that are available in the industry today. In addition to that, we kept our concept, which is the selectables in every group, and we make this available with the 2 motion ends and the selectable table. Again, notice the match stripe on here, which is the Pioneer fabric from Quaker. It's got tremendous success. This was one of the best-selling groups at the October High Point Market. Gentlemen, keep in mind you've got the motion sofa, the stationary love or motion love, and again, the swivel recliner as we showed to you on the 136. This, along with your 136, is not an either or. Both groups should be on the dealer's floor. So if you're going to place one, place the other. You've got the match plaid, you've got the match stripe plus. Again, you have your color pack with other fabric availability. All I can tell you is the group sells. You've done a good job on it so far. Continue to placements.
Here we have the 137 collection. As most of you know, this is a collection that we consulted with an outside designer on. We have featured here a super cover. This is a printed warp jacquard by Mastercraft. Really an elegant upscale look. This assortment here represents to your dealer a more living room look, a more upscale contemporary look. It's a frame that can be purchased by the consumer who really does not want the high back, more commercial, more recliner-looking reclining sofa, if you will. This is a beautiful living room sofa that, by the way, happens to recline, and by the way, happens to have the selectable option included. You'll notice particular detailing on this group that the overpad arm, as it goes over the front stump here, is a gorgeous, gorgeous treatment. The back is very neatly tailored, yet very comfortable, fully padded with Dacron, and then the correlating bolsters tied into the companion recliner, which is featured here with a swivel. This entire package is an elegant living room group that allows your retailer to appeal to other consumers in the marketplace who want better looking furniture, better quality of covers, yet still want the comfort and relaxation of the reclining feature. This is the 137 collection. It is an identical match to the 703 sectional, of which we'll go take a look at right now. Okay, so here's the matching 703 sectional that most of you know and love. Featured here in Phillips Paparazzi. As you know, coming out of October Market, this is a fantastic cover. You're placing it extremely well. This sectional, we have a modular configuration here. As you know, this is not the two-piece that we put together, but this is the totally modular collection. You have the left recliner, you have the right recliner, you have the armless chair, but we also feature the 2 armless chairs that have, shall we say, a little surprise or a little secret. Jim, if you would, help me out here. We have the 1 armless chair with the selectable option. We have, of course, the recliner on the end, but then the armless that Jim is in is also a recliner, also a full recliner, so you have full layout reclining comfort and a side-by-side configuration with the console. The corner and then the right arm innerspring sleeper, full-size sleeper, is featured there. Now, this particular sectional is also available with the wedge table, the home entertainment table that we introduced on the 704 collection that we'll be seeing shortly. So utilize your color pack, utilize your options here where you have the 137 group matching the 703 group here, and put this on the floor. This should be the greatest special order item that you have on your dealer's floor when combined with the color packs.
Gentlemen, this is our 133 collection. This is Catnapper's entrance into the lodge or cottage look, as we all know is so successful on the retail floor today, is stationary. What we have here is a double reclining sofa that also has our selectable option available. So we've got a double reclining sofa at the same retail price point that a lot of stationary sofas are selling for. One thing you might want to point out to your retailers so they can pass it on to the consumer is the comfortableness of the center seat. I would never know there was a table here if someone didn't tell me. This color is doing extremely well. Also in the color packs, there's 3 other colors to this dicey collection. The red, the green, and the navy, which covers your color palette in a lodge or cottage look. This group is going to be very good for us. Sell it with confidence. Thank you. Guys, this is the 704 modular sectional. It's the silhouette off of the 133 we just went over. As you can see here, we've got it set up in the theater seating, a la entertainment type seating that's so popular in the marketplace today. What we have here is a left and a right arm recliner, a full-size inner spring sleeper with 2 storage wedge tables. Go into the wedge table a little bit, we put a piano hinge on the back side here where you have access to the storage compartment without having to get out of your seat. Very functional table with an arm pad here that's not very cumbersome and not hard as a brick like some people just put wood here. In the modular seating pieces, as you see here, it can also be available as the 703 is. In the regular configuration of an L-shaped section. The 703 is also available with the storage wedge table, as I just showed you. So you have 2 configurations that not only go conventional sectional seating, it can also go entertainment theater seating. This is an extremely popular item in the marketplace today. You need to really push this item, it'll sell for you. Guys, to show you the versatility of this group, just in a short period of time there, we put 2 recliners and a storage table together. It goes to show you how many applications or how many different groupings you can make out of the modular pieces available on the 704 and the 703. One thing to keep in mind, our competition uses a 45-degree table, but it's more of a pie table. We give you a nice base across the front here, which allows 2 people to sit side by side with a table and fully recline. Our competitions will not do that, or the ottomans will hit each other. This is a tool you need to use, and a feature benefit story you need to tell your retailer.
One other thing I'd like to point out is when you do your configurations, remember we have the armless recliner. So that you can do a left-facing motion, a table, 2 armless recliners, a table, and another recliner. Or you can replace the 2 recliners with the bed. Options are available on this group and on the 703. Take advantage of them. The next group we're going to talk about is the 139 group. We brought this out at the October market, and I can tell you that it was one of our most successful groups. Now, when we did this group, we went to an outside designer, and we needed an oak trimmed group, and this fit the bill very nicely. Notice the way the oak just rolls down the front of the arm, and then notice a little different treatment on the back where you do the small rolled kidney cushion. Now, we kept the concept of our selectables into this group where you have the full recline both ends, and also we brought in the selectable table. The one thing that we have been asked by retailers is why with our selectables we're not doing the hidden storage as competition is doing. Well, we pointed out that we didn't think that the hidden storage was quite right for Catnapper because we thought we could be more innovative or more practical. And if you remember, I said that we would not do a function unless we felt it really had practicality. When you sit in a full recline position and your competition has a storage unit that pulls out from under the seat, in order to get at it, you've got to close your recliner, you've got to get up, and you've got to pull it out. Now, if you and your mate are relaxed and you're sitting here, the last thing you want to do is have to get up, close the recliner, and pull out the table. What's the most practical thing? And that is to remain seated, and then to get at the storage unit, you just pull out the seat, and right here you have the storage unit. In addition to that, the way this is designed, the selectable table can fold right down and give you an area for playing cards or putting your popcorn or whatever else. Now this lends itself to a lot of options to come in future designs, which you can be assured we're going to be looking into. So what you have now is the selectable table with the storage. You now have the selectable hidden seat unit and the storage underneath. One thing we have found that when the hidden storage is in a closed position, the consumer on the retailer floor cannot tell that this pulls out. So what we're doing is doing a poly overlay, not only for the back as we showed you at market to show the selectable table, but we're also doing a poly overlay for the seat. And I have a sample here of just the way this is going to read, but here it is in a mock-up form. This is going to be a poly overlay. What it is, it's going to lay on the seat with the arrow pointing to the handle in the back, showing that the seat pulls out. This way, when the dealer has it on his floor, he'll have the poly overlay for the selectables and the poly overlay for the hidden seat. Gentlemen, if ever you needed to place a group, this is the most innovative thing on the marketplace. Competition has been contacting the manufacturer of this mechanism, asking if they can have it. We have an exclusive on this. The sooner you place it, the better you are, because we cannot keep this exclusive mechanism beyond the April market. We have it through April. After that, it goes to the public. I'm telling you, get your placements now. You've got the full reclining sofa, the motion love seat and stationary love, and the matching recliner, again, with the oak finish. Now, we also offer the sectional, which has the hidden seat and the drop-down table. Unfortunately, we don't have it here to photograph because we just got the mechanism in to do the hidden seat box. I'm telling you, you've got a complete collection. Utilize it for the best, to the best of your ability by getting it on the dealer's floor, and it will retail. Fellas, we've now walked you through the entire product line, through the showroom, and we've given you all of the buzzwords and all of the things that will help you sell the product. There is no reason why we cannot have a banner 1993. Now, in your packet that you have received are your quotas, which we expect for both Plan 2 and Plan 4. We expect you to achieve this. Now, we are not naive to think that we're going to put the quotas out in the stratosphere someplace that you can't achieve them. The most important thing is that we give you the product to achieve the goals that we expect from you. Now, how are we going to make sure that we continue to give you product? How are we going to kick off 1993? Well, you've seen the 139, you've seen the 130, you've seen the 136, all of these groups, and the entertainment groups, and the theater groups. These are the groups that are going to sell day in and day out on your dealer's floor. The repeat business day in and day out. But come January 1, you're going to want to go out there with the new year, and you're going to want to get on that dealer's floor with a strong promotion. So what we've done is we've made a deal with a fabric mill who had some yarn, and we went out and had them make for us a fabric, a $5 a yard fabric on the market every day of the week. And that is pattern Nevermore, right here. And this is the big deal. And here's the big deal. We are going to let you sell, effective January 1, the 4523 recliner in Nevermore at $169.95. And what's the regular price on this chair in this fabric? $210. $210 in a $5 velvet. We have such faith in this program, we committed for 93,000 yards of this fabric. I mean, that's a lot of chairs. In addition to that, we're going to let you, on this big deal, turn around and sell the 141 group that you can promote to your dealer with the free recliner at $750. If you put this on the market and you priced it out, you'd be $950 regular price. But in this fabric, you can be $350 on the sofa with the drop-down table, $225 on the love seat, $175 on the rocker recliner for $750. Now, think about that a minute. You've got a three-piece section, or three-piece group, sofa, love seat, matching recliner, in a $5 velvet at $750. You've got a rocker recliner at $169.95. You've got 4 colors, the color palette, beige, blue, green, and mauve. What more can you ask for? You want to make quota? We'll show you how to make quota. Not only did we give you the product day in and day out, but we gave you the kickoff for 1993. Now, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Put your VCR on pause, because Jim and I and Don and Chuck are going to sit back, and we're going to come up with a little something else to entice you into January 1993, so that you and your spouse or your mate can go with us on a journey from here to who knows where. And at this point, I'm going to say, take a break, because we are too.
Hello, I'm Bob Dickinson, Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Carnival Cruise Lines. And it's my pleasure today to welcome you on board the newest fun ship in the world, the mega superliner, Ecstasy.
The Ecstasy is exactly what the name says.
The ultimate ship.
Absolutely beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
Incredible. Sensational.
Passengers on board the Ecstasy right now. So you and I are going to come on board and take a behind-the-scenes look, a sneak preview of what the passengers themselves are going to see in just a few short hours. It's unscripted, folks. We're going to wing it as we go along.
The ship is unbelievable.
The entrance to the Ecstasy is through the Grand Atrium. It's the largest atrium at sea. It's 7 stories tall, magnificent. Well, actually, it's not the largest atrium at sea. It's tied for the largest with the sister ship, the Fantasy. The centerpiece of the Grand Atrium is a 10-ton kinetic sculpture by the famous Fort Lauderdale artist, Len Jean-Claude. Each of the 7 decks of the Grand Atrium are ringed by a color spectrum. The colors move gradually throughout the day and evening. It's remarkable to see at day, but by night, it really comes to life. See what I mean? Spectacular, isn't it? I don't know a resort anywhere in the world that has anything like this.
Well, I happen to be in a tuxedo this evening. You should know that on the 2 formal nights aboard a Carnival 7-day cruise, black tie is optional. A suit or sport coat is just fine. During the other 5 nights, casual attire is the order of the day. And the women, of course, they always seem to know how to dress.
2 of the interesting features about the Grand Atrium are the glass-enclosed elevators.
My favorite thing was being up on the sun deck, looking at the atrium at night, and it just looked like you're in the middle of the galaxy.
You know, one of the unique features of a Carnival superliner is a grand boulevard that extends from the bow or pointy end of the vessel all the way to the stern of the ship. On the Ecstasy, it's called City Lights, a cityscape motif. All the public rooms are accessed from this magnificent boulevard. Follow me and we'll take a look. The Crystal Palace Casino on the Ecstasy, the largest casino afloat. Well, to tell you the truth, she's tied for the largest with her sister ship, the Fantasy. She features 226 slot machines, 20 blackjack tables, 3 roulette wheels, 3 crap tables, 3 Caribbean stud poker tables, and a Wheel of Fortune. The obligatory slot machine shot. You know, you see it in all the videos. Here goes. I don't understand it. Kathy Lee always wins. Here's the City Lights Diner. She's patterned after a 1940s cafeteria. This is where we have our late night buffets on board the Ecstasy. And here we have the Metropolis Bar, a popular watering hole. She features an elaborate neon sculpture, cityscape motif, naturally. Chinatown, where East meets West. Chinatown on the Ecstasy. For an evening of mystery, romance, and the intrigue of the East. Picture it. The yin and yang on the dance floor. A dramatic 40-foot dragon in the ceiling. Dragons interspersed in the customized carpet. A combo for your dancing pleasure. A theater marquee right out of San Francisco's Chinatown. And a Chinese produce truck, again out of San Francisco. For an evening of mystery, romance, nothing has been spared. The Rolls-Royce Cafe, ideal for a cappuccino. Rolls-Royce. You're probably wondering why we named it that. Follow me. A 1934 Rolls-Royce saloon. Only Carnival's Ecstasy would have such an incredible collectible. Stripes Discotheque, the most outrageous discotheque on the 7 seas. 6 colors of flashing, automated neon, dynamic strobe lights, and thousands of Tivoli lights, coupled with a state-of-the-art sound system, all conspire to radiate fun. At the end of City Lights, we enter Society Bar. Frankly, folks, this is my favorite bar or lounge on the ship. An Art Deco theme, it evokes a bygone era of elegance. The central dome of the Society Bar features a panoramic mural, especially commissioned for the Ecstasy. It continues the Gatsby theme. Then we come to the Starlight Lounge. The Starlight Lounge is for people that really believe that dancing is a contact sport. Very romantic. The Starlight Lounge also features late-night cabaret entertainment. Some familiar faces. I know I've seen them somewhere before.
I like Chinatown. I like the red and the black. I like Stripes. It was fun. I love it. It's elegant.
This is the minimum rate cabin. Categories 1, 2, and 3. Bunk, you say? Well, you're right. It does feature bunk beds. But all of Carnival's features, including the minimum rate cabins, have pluses as well, such as radio and full-color television.
The cabins are wonderful. They're very spacious. Not only are they spacious, they're very functionally designed. A place for everything.
Not bad at all for a minimum rate cabin. I'll flip you for the top berth. This is an inside cabin, one step up from the minimums we just saw. This is categories 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's 180 square feet, and although it's an inside cabin, the decor treatment is as if it is an outside cabin. They're twin beds, but the twin beds convert to king size, and they stay together, especially when you do. This is an outside cabin, categories 6, 7, 8, and 9. It's just like the inside stateroom that you saw, except here we have a large picture window. And here we are in a veranda suite, category 12, top of the line. Folks, it doesn't get any better than this. There are 54 suites and veranda suites on board the Ecstasy. Naturally, it features color TV, but it also has a VCR, a refrigerator, a bath that features a whirlpool, and a walk-in closet. In fact, our walk-in closets are larger than cabins on many ships. Like our other staterooms, the veranda suite features individual twin beds that can be converted to a full king size. The spacious veranda suite features 360 square feet of luxury, a private veranda to the sea. And for your convenience, you can purchase any of these staterooms with a Visa card.
I had 3 roommates, and we had plenty of space, no problem at all. And the bathrooms are a good size.
Very interesting. You know, some competitors will try and make a cruise ship out of just about anything. We're here at the wheelhouse of the Ecstasy, the nerve center of the vessel. Joining us today is the master of the vessel, Captain Gavino. Captain? Buongiorno, Captain. Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to our viewing audience.
Buongiorno. I hope to welcome you on board this beautiful Ecstasy.
Well, there you have it, folks. A personal invitation of the captain. What are you waiting for? Come join us.
This is a really behind-the-scenes look, folks. In fact, I'm not even allowed to be in here. The control room of the Ecstasy is state-of-the-art. The technical sophistication of this ship is truly beyond comprehension. Suffice to say that nothing has been spared in the pursuit of your client's comfort and safety. Here's another peek behind the scenes, the engine room. Well, it's so clean you could eat off the floor. The main thing I want to point out is the special diesel-electric propulsion system. This unique design isolates the propeller, drive shafts, and the hull itself from the 6 huge diesel generators which are mounted on elastic platforms. What's all that technical stuff mean to you and your clients? Simply a quiet, vibration-free voyage.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. The service, the crew, everybody's so friendly. It's just great.
And the service is excellent. It's very, very good. One of your best.
We've never been on anything as big and as great.
The Galleria shops and boutiques provide a distinctive array of men's and women's clothing, including cruisewear, of course, jewelry, gifts, Ecstasy souvenirs, and liquor, all duty-free. Here you can also find any sundries and essentials that you may have forgotten to pack. Bring your Visa card, folks. You can shop till you drop. Now for an entirely different change of pace, the Explorers Club, the library on board the Ecstasy. Come on, let's take a look. A lot of people think a fun ship cruise is all fun and action, but we recognize you need quiet places as well during the week. So here we are in the Explorers Club library, beautifully designed to evoke a feeling of the explorers from a bygone age. From constellations in the ceiling to a customized design floor, hand-painted oils around the room, rich Corinthian mahogany columns. It's spectacular. And the globe, it's one of the largest in the world. If you're allergic to neon, you can forget this place. This is the Neon Bar, a cocktail piano lounge. Fantastic. It's replete with over 24 neon signs of famous bars and lounges around the world. Fabulous. On the Ecstasy, you can start your day with a continental breakfast in bed. Dine al fresco at the Panorama Bar and Grill, or of course, in the restaurant. When you're feeling that mid-morning pang, there are assorted rolls and Danish and fresh juices on deck. A 5-course lunch is served in the restaurant. More casual luncheon fare is offered on deck. The traditional deck fare of hot dogs and hamburgers are supplemented with an extensive choice of hot entrees. There's a complete salad bar where you can graze until your heart's content. When you get the afternoon munchies, snacks are served on deck, followed by soft ice cream, complimentary on Carnival, of course. But the culinary treat of the day is dinner. There are 2 restaurants on board the Ecstasy, Windstar and Windsong. They're named after grand sailing ships of our sister company, Windstar Cruises. Each of the dining rooms are split level so that all guests can enjoy a wide, beautiful panoramic view of the sea. On the Ecstasy, we have an extensive wine list featuring wines from all over the world, many fine vintages. They're selected by a panel of experts. In fact, the food and the wine on board the Ecstasy has been recognized by the Confrère de la Chaîne de Rôdisseur in the International Wine and Food Society. The Windstar and Windsong dining rooms on board the Ecstasy feature a complete dining experience each evening. The multi-course meal starts out with 3 juices, 5 appetizers, a choice of 2 salads, 2 soups, and at least 5 entrees, including low-calorie Nautica Spa cuisine. That's followed, of course, by a cheese course and then dessert. Whew. How about that? We don't have the time to show you all the possible combinations. There are over 250 of those. But we are going to show you some different entrees of each of the different themed cuisines. Because that's right, each night on board the Ecstasy, there's a different cuisine that we specialize in. Hello, fellows. Would you mind showing us some of the entrees from International Night? Oh, it must be Italian night. Great Italian cuisine, and this is the night where you fellows sing O Sole Mio to entertain our passengers. Oriental night, you're piquing my interest. Voila, it must be the French night. Hey, matey, a pirate. Shiver me timbers, it must be island night, featuring a vast array of island delicacies. This is the night that the waiters perform the very famous hot, hot, hot dance. Aye, matey, but me, I'll have the corn, and it won't cost me a buccaneer. Ah, the captain's gala night, one of the 2 formal nights on board the vessel. So you have to use your imagination when it comes to my attire. American night, American cuisine from the length and breadth of this great land. And the waiters sing God Bless America, and generally, there's not a dry eye in the house. I know, however, that many of you are concerned about your weight and special diet requirements. For this, Carnival has created Nautica Spa cuisine. Let's take a look behind the scenes to appreciate how all this delicious food is prepared. The galley on board the Ecstasy is incredible to behold. Gleaming stainless steel as far as the eye can see. The galley is fully equipped with the latest and finest storage, preparation, and cooking equipment in the world. We bring our bakery with us. Everything is baked fresh each day, even the bread. Our galley staff is precision trained, possessing the skills and talents necessary to create Carnival's fine dining experience.
The food is absolutely fabulous. The food, the service, they're wonderful.
The Nautica Spa is the largest spa afloat, 12,000 square feet of pampering. Well, to tell you the truth, it's not the largest. It's tied for the largest with their sister ship, the Fantasy. Sure, you can get your nails done and your hair and that sort of thing, but you also have extra luxurious pampering, such as body wraps, herbal wraps, phenomenal, cellulite treatments, whatever your body craves, it's here at the Nautica Spa. But naturally, what spa would not be complete without a workout area?
the many forms of exercise that the Nautica Spa offers, my personal favorite is the massage.
After a good workout, sauna, steam, and a nice massage, I'd like to go to one of the 2 indoor whirlpools of the Nautica Spa and get all the kinks out. Say, I wonder who that belongs to.
The equipment, it's just number one. It's like going to your neighborhood health club.
You know, the Ecstasy, like all Carnival fun ships, features Camp Carnival, a wonderful program of supervised activities for kids from 4 to 10. This is the ball pool. The kids are going to have a ball. We're here at the Teen Club, Carnival Cruise Line's special place for preteens and teens on board the Ecstasy. Family Circle magazine has named Carnival Cruise Lines as the top family vacation at sea. In the Teen Club, we have a wide variety of video games and a special state-of-the-art discotheque, so teens and preteens can really enjoy the evenings without being in their parents' way.
Oh, definitely kids will have fun on the Ecstasy. There's plenty for children here.
What resort vacation wouldn't be complete without sun and fun? We have acres of deck space on the Ecstasy, 4 jacuzzis outside, 3 swimming pools, a children's wading pool, a pool just behind me, and a main pool forward. We carry all age groups on the Ecstasy. 30% of our passengers are under 35, 40% between 35 and 55, and 30% over 55. We have to have pools and decks and sun and fun for everybody.
Guess where I am? You got it, the main pool. Life is a beach on Carnival's Ecstasy.
The ultimate ship. It was great.
The Blue Sapphire Lounge, the entertainment center on board the Ecstasy, the largest showroom afloat. Well, actually, it's not. It's tied for the largest with the sister ship, the Fantasy. The showroom holds over 1,000 people, and each seat is specially designed for a clear view. Carnival's master architect, Joe Farkas, designed this room. But the real beauty of this room is in the entertainment itself.
The most fabulous entertainment I've ever seen.
Entertainment was spectacular. The entertainers are really great.
Continuous feedback from our passengers is critical to maintaining our high standards. Through prize drawings, each passenger is encouraged to complete a comment card and drop it in the locked boxes located throughout the ship. Shoreside staff board the vessel early on the day of arrival and tally the comment cards so that the Home Office, captain, and all department heads can review the performance of the just completed cruise and take corrective action if necessary before the ship sails. Well, folks, there you have it. I really hope you've enjoyed our little behind-the-scenes tour of the MS Ecstasy. Well, it's remarkable, and I hope you agree, at Carnival what we're really about is providing vacations, not just cruises and not just a magnificent cruise ship. When you've left our vessel and you've had a tremendous vacation, a fabulous time, then we've done our job. That's what we're about at Carnival. You know, we've become, at Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world. We like to think we built that reputation, one passenger at a time. We look forward to welcoming you on board this magnificent ship. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, you have now sat back and watched the Ecstasy, and that is the cruise ship that Jim, Don, Chuck, and I are going on.
Amen, brother.
We're getting ready to go. We just hope that you're going to be on that ship with your mate joining us, because we know we're going to be there. We've given you the opportunity to sail with us for 4 nights and 5 days on one of the finest luxury ships, Carnival Line. Notice the 7-story atrium on that ship? I'm going to see it. He's going to see it. So is he and he. And I'll tell you, we want you to join us because 1993 is going to be the banner year. And I just want to say, Chuck, you're a hell of a cameraman.
Hey, what?
Hey, bon voyage to 93.
Happy New Year.